I deleted my first novel, all 80,000 words of it. Just dragged the file to the trash can and hit empty. And you know what the craziest part was?
I felt relieved. Because the truth is, that book was a monster. Not in a good Stephen King kind of way. It was a monster of my own making. It's a tangled, convoluted mess of plot holes, flat characters, and a middle so messy. It made a toddler's finger painting session look like a masterpiece of organized art. For 2 years, that manuscript was my secret shame.
You know the feeling, right? You have this incredible cinematic story playing out in your head. It's brilliant, it's epic. It's the kind of story that keeps you up at night. So you sit down at the keyboard, full of coffee and courage, and you start to write. And at first, it's amazing. The words are flowing. Your main character feels real. You're hitting your word count goals. You think, this is it. I'm actually doing it. I'm an author. And then you hit the wall. For me, it was around chapter 15. The shiny newness of the idea had worn off. I'd lost the thread of my own plot. I had 2 characters in a room, and I had absolutely no idea what they should say to each other. The vast, terrifying expanse of the blank page started staring back at me. My daily word count dropped from 1,000 to 500 to 100 agonizing words that I'd just delete the next day anyway. My Google Drive became a graveyard, a digital tombstone gallery of unfinished stories, each one a monument to a dream that died somewhere in the second act. And the self-doubt, the self-doubt is the worst part. The little voice in your head that whispers, you're not a real writer, you're a fraud, you don't have what it takes, this story is dumb anyway, who would even want to read this? That voice is a killer. It's what led me to delete 80,000 words. I figured it was better to have no book at all than to have a book that proved that little voice right.
I gave up. I told myself that novel writing just wasn't for me. It was for other people, the real writers. And for a long time, I believed that.
Then, a few months ago, I stumbled onto something. And at first, I was completely against it.
I thought it was cheating. I thought it was the death of creativity. I'm talking about AI, artificial intelligence.
Yeah, I know. I can already hear some of you clicking away. AI, to write a novel, that's sacrilege. It'll sound like a robot. It'll steal my voice.
Trust me, I was the president of that club. I had the t-shirt.
My frustration was bigger than my skepticism, so I decided to just try it as an experiment, a secret one, of course. And what I discovered didn't just change how I write, it reignited that fire I thought was gone for good. It made me fall in love with storytelling all over again. Because here's the first big myth we need to bust right now. Myth number 1, using AI means the AI writes the book. This is the biggest misconception, and it's just flat out wrong. Thinking that is like thinking a master chef uses a recipe so the recipe can cook the meal for them. It's absurd. A great AI tool used correctly isn't the author. You are the author. The AI is your co-pilot. It's your brainstorming partner who never gets tired. It's your research assistant who's read every book ever written. It's the architect who helps you draw up the perfect blueprint so you, the builder, can construct the house without wondering where the walls are supposed to go. And that leads me to the second, even more dangerous myth. Myth number 2, it's cheating, and it will destroy your unique voice. Let me ask you this. When writers moved from quills and ink pots to typewriters, was that cheating? When they moved from typewriters to word processors with spell check and grammar suggestions, was that cheating? Of course not. They were tools that removed friction and allowed the writer to focus on what truly matters, the story, the emotion, the soul of the work. AI is the next evolution of that. Your voice isn't in the typing. It's not in the basic sentence structure. Your voice is in your choices. It's in the way you see the world. It's the specific emotions you want to evoke. It's the unique combination of words you choose to keep. AI generates clay. You are the sculptor. You shape it, you carve it, and you breathe life into it. If you just take the first thing it spits out, then yes, it'll sound generic. But that's not how you use it. You guide it, you prompt it, you edit it, you infuse it with your soul. The real breakthrough for me was when I stopped seeing it as an enemy and started seeing it as the ultimate cure for the one thing that kills more novels than anything else: the blank page. So how do you actually do it? How do you go from a tiny spark of an idea to a finished novel, step by step, with a
This is the exact process I used to write a brand new book, one I'm actually proud of, in just a few months.
Step 1, the core idea. This is still 100% you. AI can't give you your life experiences or your unique passions. You start with that what if. What's the idea that won't let you go? For me, it was, what if a down-on-his-luck historian discovered a map hidden inside an old book that led to a lost library? That's it, a simple seed. Step 2, the blueprint. This is where the magic begins. This used to be the hardest part for me. Outlining, structuring, world building. I'd get so bogged down in the details that I'd lose the energy for the story. Now, I take my core idea and I feed it to an AI platform. I use one called InstaAuthor. I tell it my premise, my genre, thriller, romance, fantasy, whatever, and I ask it to help me build a world. It doesn't just give me a list of chapters. It helps me brainstorm character backstories. It suggests potential subplots. It helps me map out the hero's journey, the major plot points, the inciting incident, the dark night of the soul, the climax. Within an hour, I have a detailed 30-page outline, a complete roadmap for my entire novel. Is it perfect? No, but it's a blueprint. The terror of the blank page is gone. I know exactly where my story is going. I've already solved 90% of the plot holes before I've even written a single sentence of the actual Step 3, the collaborative draft. Now it's time to write. I go chapter by chapter, following my blueprint. But here's the difference. I never get stuck. Let's say I get to a scene where my hero has to sneak past a guard. My brain is fried. I don't know how to make it tense or interesting.
In the old days, I'd stare at the screen for an hour, get frustrated, and go watch Netflix.
Now, I just turn to my AI co-pilot and I say, give me 3 different ways a character could sneak past a guard in a medieval castle at night. It'll spit out ideas. Maybe he creates a diversion. Maybe he uses a hidden passage. Maybe he impersonates someone.
One of those ideas sparks something in my own imagination. Ooh, a hidden passage. And suddenly, I'm off to the races again, writing the scene in my own words with my own style, but with that little push I needed to get over the hump. I do this for dialogue, for descriptions, for fight scenes. It's a constant dance between my ideas and the AI's suggestions. I'm always in the driver's seat, but I have the world's best navigator sitting next to me. Step 4, the human soul. This is the most important step. After the first draft is done, and it gets done so much faster now, I go back through, and this pass is all me. This is where I polish the prose. I deepen the emotional beats. I make sure the dialogue crackles with the unique voice of each character. I cut what doesn't work and expand what does. The AI built the house. Now I'm the one who hangs the pictures, chooses the furniture, and lights the fireplace. I'm the one who makes it a home. I'm the one who gives it a soul. The end result isn't an AI book. It's my book. It's the story I wanted to tell, brought to life without the years of frustration and self-doubt. It's the story that finally escaped the graveyard of my Google Drive. The feeling of finishing, of actually typing the end and meaning it, there's nothing like it. And it's not a dream that's only available to a select few real writers. It's available to anyone with a story to tell and the right tools to help them tell it.
This process has completely changed everything for me. And I started talking to other writers, and I realized I'm not the only one.
There's a quiet revolution happening right now. People are figuring out how to partner with this technology to finally get their stories out into the world.
And honestly, the best part is not doing it alone.
If you've ever felt that frustration, if you have a story trapped inside you, if anything I've said today resonated with you, I want to invite you to see this in action.
If you want to see how I'm actually using AI to write full books and connect with other authors doing the same thing, check out my Skool Group. It's free to join.
You'll also get access to the tool I personally use, instaauthor.com. Links are in the description. See you inside.